with pretty much musical format. So from here on out, we'll have a different local artist, we'll have a different local rapper, musician, R&B singer, whatever you are. Bring them up, producer, bring them up, DJ, bring them up to the show, change the format, and start highlighting some of these local artists. So with that being said, last night, Boo Fest, Lexington, Kentucky. Who's on the roster? We had T.I., Sean,
Boosie substituted for Young
Jeezy,
Young Dolph. Let me see how to
decent show, right? Question to you, Sean. You're in the industry.
I'm not.
No. Why, man? Do you feel a Lexington takeover when it comes to hip hop, R&B, and national acts coming to the state?
As far as promoting concerts, it seems like that they getting the better of the concerts. I ain't gonna say they take over because I'm Louisville at heart, and I never say Lexington is better than Louisville ever.
Okay, but it seems like the momentum is shifting, and some of those brothers up there are getting a little shine.
I mean, I feel like they here lately they've been having a lot of great shows. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But we can do. I also feel like we can do the same here in Louisville.
All right, so since we're previewing artists from today on out, give me a breakdown of who you see are some of Louisville's top musical artists.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of them. It's hard to say just one or two. I mean, it's a lot of artists that I feel doing. So you got, of course, I'm gonna say Mr. Yola. Of course.
Wait a minute, look, you know, last time we did an interview, I got so many inboxes about you saying artists.
Artists.
There you go, man.
Artists. My bad.
The meeting was a main one. If you don't tell Sean to quit saying artists.
I mean artists. I'm sorry. That's
that little win.
Yeah, it's a little. But we got a lot of artists. Mr. Yolo, B Blasian, Sasha Renee. It's a Junior J. It's so many. Bamo. It's too many to name. It ain't one particular. I mean, it's you got people out. Newburgh out down south, east, west. It's a whole lot of them to name.
So if you're watching the video, give us if you can jump in the comments, give us a breakdown or give us some suggestions of who you would like to see appear on Urban Voices Radio on these upcoming Saturdays, because this show is going to focus on highlighting local artists from Louisville, from Metro Louisville, bringing them up, giving them some shine, and hopefully break a few records.
I think that's one of the main things is breaking records. I think, you know what I'm saying, being and I think it's hard to break a record on a national scene. So I think a lot of artists like their music. I mean, hopefully we can be the show that break a lot of artists' music. Get them in rotation. If we get them in rotation here and we pick up steam, maybe so we can get them on B96, some of the bigger stations.
All right, man. Well, look, this is a question I want to ask you.
Well,
speaking man to man, we've been watching a lot of these topics floating across social media for the last couple of days, right? And two of them that caught my attention was the always panty liner situation. Or these are feminine hygiene products, right? T, you're a female, right, T?
Last time I checked.
No, I have to ask this question, right? Because evidently,
the last time I checked.
Hold on, evidently, I have a misconception of what a new female is these days. So,
what you mean? I can't.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So, the trans community had an issue with on feminine hygiene products. Is that what they call it?
Pads.
Maxi pads, just pads, right?
Sanitary napkins.
Sanitary napkins. There we go. Sanitary napkins, right? So the trans community had an issue with the female symbol on the packaging of sanitary napkins, right? So they always has removed the female symbol from the packaging. So the argument from the trans community is that if you have I'll make sure I get this right before I get all this hate mail. But you have a naturally born female, right? Someone is born what we traditionally know as a woman, right?
Okay.
And this woman has a menstrual cycle. Okay,
right.
But she's a trans now, so she's transitioned to living her life as a male. Okay. You follow me?
Gotcha.
But, however, even though she's a male and identifies as a male, and I guess we're supposed to call her a male, him a male. You're supposed to call this person a male, right?
We're not calling them by their name. Nah, but anyway, my bad.
But all right, look. But even though they're representing themselves as a male, identify as a male, they still biologically have a menstrual cycle. So this group felt that it was a misrepresentation of themselves representing themselves as males by having a female symbol on the packaging. Am I making this clear?
Yeah, but it's kind of confusing. Like a,
it's not really confusing. It's a topic that I'm not gonna touch because everybody's
it's
really
sensitive. It's very sensitive, and
it's not to me.
I mean, to me,
because
to me, it's like somebody can easily get offended,
right?
In the different sectors of the different communities when you speak on things. I mean, but it needs to be addressed. So I understand what you're saying, but as far as I think we became a real soft, sensitive community where what I'm saying we paying attention to a label.
I ain't touching that. So.
Are we getting? Are we getting in a place where we're blurring the lines? Is it okay? Because look, this is my outlook on it.
Yeah, you gotta give me your outlook.
All right, my outlook is this: if you are having a menstrual cycle, right? You're a woman. Now, I don't have a problem with you I don't have a problem with who you identify as, right? I have no issue with that. But does that negate the fact that you're no longer a woman?
I mean, I don't know. I just, to me, it's one of these conversations where you actually have to have someone
from that community representing themselves.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, because they can address it.
We might be saying stuff that's misinformed, or we don't have
enough knowledge to speak on it. So, because I get what you're saying. But if somebody want to identify themselves as whoever they want to.
But is it forcing the narrative on people outside that community?
I mean, but I feel like there's been a lot of stuff been forced on people here lately. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say yes, and at the same time no. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of gray. It's not nothing black and white. It's a lot of gray area.
Right.
But like I said, we easily, a lot of people are easily offended now. So you got to definitely watch what you say and how you say it.
I think that's a good idea. We need to bring somebody up for the trans community because I'm a little confused. I'm confused. I don't have an issue with the trans community or being, or someone transitioning to what they feel represents them, right? Or they feel who they are. Let's say that, right? I just wonder why, as society now, the labels are being changed from male and female to non-gender.
I mean, but I guess, I guess that would be the same thing as restrooms and stuff like that, where, saying it's not gender specific.
I'm not cool with that.
I mean, I'm not cool with it because anything can happen, but, they going to, see, I think we getting in a place where your gender is not being identified.
And I don't think there should be an issue with identifying a gender,
right?
Because we're not the same,
right? But you know what I'm saying. But as a culture, I think we get into a place where, don't nobody want to be labeled
as anything.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to put question marks on everything. All right, I mean, it's kind of hard to speak on without feeling like you offended somebody,
right?
But like I said, we get into a place where. Nobody want to be identified as something different than what they are.
Interesting conversation.
They're very, but we definitely need to get somebody from that community up here so we can have a better understanding
of why they may feel offended,
right,
by certain things.
Right. I mean, this is knowledge is power. So us as on Earth, we won't get in a situation where we offend any of these communities.
Like Tank this past week. Look, hey, let me say this. I'll say this. I think Tank should have not answered the question because I watched the whole thing in entirety, right?
Right.
And he wasn't making. See, if you see the clip, it gives you a different context than you watch the entire thing, right?
I think a lot of people need to watch the Breakfast Club interview because it goes in detail, but. He gave people ammunition.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
You think he did that on purpose?
He got an
Album
album coming out. But still, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Here's what caught me off guard. A lot of women gave him a pass. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of them. Someone gave him a pass. Like,
right, and look, for those who don't know,
it got nothing to do with me. I still love his music.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, on the Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club has a podcast called Lip Service. It's actually a pretty good podcast. I've been listening to it for about 10 years now. So it's actually a pretty good podcast. And the premise of the show is that she brings popular hip hop artists or social media people that are relevant on social media. I think they call them social media influencers now. Right. But people that are influenced on social media, she brings them up and they have this conversation. It's kind of no holds barred, but it's based around sex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's dope though, right? So Tank, R&B singer Tank was up there last week and they were arguing. Look, this is how the conversation started. They were arguing about men telling lies. And the situation was Angela Yee was trying to say that men lie, and Tank was saying that, well, if you tell a lie once or twice, that doesn't make you a liar as a person. It just means you lied about these particular things, right? That's how it started. So Angela was slick and tried to throw in there, well, then does it mean if you gave a man fellatio once or twice, that make you gay, right? Instead of him saying, Angela, I'm not answering that question, he's trying to prove his point that doing something twice doesn't make you that person, and that's how he got it.
Here's what I'm saying. He got himself set up.
Yeah.
Because he was the only male on that show.
Right.
And it's for women.
And they baited him.
Yeah, but it don't look like he's for the males. It looked like a lot of group female discussion.
Yeah.
So it don't look like he's defending the males. He's part of the ladies, especially with that comment.
Yeah, but learn how to say no comment, Tank.
Oh man, but as part of, I'm not saying that they better, but I say entertainers and celebrities, which is, I guess they go by a different code or community type thing. Where a lot of people, just because they are famous, a lot of stuff is overlooked. Now, had that been somebody local and well known that said some stuff like that, he would have got slaughtered on social media. He would have got slaughtered if it was somebody other.
He did too.
I mean, he did, but I still say there was light on him. It was light. They didn't give him that treatment that somebody who's been exposed get it. He didn't get that Dwight Howard treatment or somebody like that where they was really going in. Now you seen a couple funny memes, but they ain't going no Tank like they normally go on somebody on social media.
Nah, they went in on it, bro.
You think maybe I missed it? I only seen like one or two memes on it. But I don't feel like they went in on Tank like they normally go in on somebody who done been exposed or
like
something.
Like did Cisco.
Did they go in on Cisco back in the day?
Hell yeah.
Put what, the thongs on?
The thongs on, when you start coming with that dye hair and wearing that shit on
yeah.
And those little skinny clothes.
Was he in a uniform or was he in a character?
Yes, he was.
Hey, do you think that hurt Cisco's career?
Yes.
Because Drew Hill.
That's when Drew Hill went down.
Yeah.
Cisco shit come out.
Because they're not legendary like I don't think like they should be.
They done had some heck of a hits, and
they had hits.
I don't think they get the recognition.
Is that why though? Is
when Cisco come out of the closet? That fuck it up that whole Drew Hill.
Okay, look, dude.
I feel like they broke up at the height of their careers, though.
But they didn't really break up, did they?
Yeah, they broke up like after the second. When did they break up after the second CD?
Yep.
And the second CD was
hot.
Was the best CD.
Yeah.
So I think they broke up at the height of their careers.
And Cisco went solo, right? And then he produced.
Yeah, he did win solo.
But he put out Maya. Did he introduce Maya to the world, right?
Oh,
I think they had her first song was together.
But she wasn't an artist under Cisco.
I don't think she never was under his label or anything like that. I think he was just hot. They was hot at the time.
Maya is the writer.
Yeah.
Maya was the writer for a lot of big artists that coming up.
Hey, she put on a heck of a show when I seen her in Lexington.
That was my high school crush.
I got a picture with her too.
Okay,
Let's go iconic groups, right? Does Drew Hill